dark side of the valley would begin. I followed her from Memphis down through Natchez in the rain, hoping that she'd turn around and ease my heavy pain. I stood upon the muddy bank and watched her float away, leaving me with nothing but the shadow of the day. The water's pulling deep and black, it's rolling out to sea, taking every promise that she ever made to me. I called her name into the fog, I screamed into the night, watching as a silhouette drifted out of sight. Now the big black river's washing out my soul, dragging down my spirit to a cold black hole. I try to hold the shoreline, protecting every spark, but the heavy river's rising and I'm swallowed by the dark. I tracked her down to New Orleans. She was dancing in the street, listening to the brass horns and the heavy rhythm beat. I tried to grab her by the hand. She looked me in the eye, said, "Go on back to Tennessee. I've come out here to die." She jumped into the current where the murky waters flow, leaving me with memories I never can let go. Now the big black river's washing out my soul, dragging down my spirit to a cold black hole. I try to hold the shoreline, protecting every spark, but the heavy river's rising and I'm swallowed by the dark. Swallowed by the dark. Roll on, deep black water. Roll on. Roll on. It seems like yesterday, running wild through the night, chasing down the fire, trying to outrun the light. We were young and foolish, making promises in blood, watching all our grandest dreams get buried in the mud. Surrounded by the danger, surrounded by the lies, I can still see the reflection burning in your eyes. The years kept rolling over like a heavy iron wheel, leaving only scars where the wounds refuse to heal. I used to run for passion, I used to run for pride. Now I'm just running from the ghost I keep inside. And I'm running against the shadow, running against the dark, fighting every mile just to keep a tiny spark. I stand against the blizzard, I stand against the rain, against the heavy shadow, trying to break the chain. We were sitting in a tavern on the edge of town, watching all our old ambitions slowly burning down. I paid the heavy price for every single wrong step made, living with the quiet debts that never get unpaid. Now the wind is blowing cold against my withered face, still trying to survive inside this unforgiving place. And I'm running against the shadow, running against the dark, fighting every mile just to keep a tiny spark. I stand against the blizzard, I stand against the rain, against the heavy shadow, trying to break the chain. Keep a tiny spark. I stand against the blizzard, I stand against the rain, against the heavy shadow, trying to break the chain. Still running against the dark. To town on a tired gray mare, leading a second horse, saddle empty, laying bare. Nobody asked questions, nobody dared to stare. There was something in his eyes that hung heavy in the air. They say he had a woman once, red hair like a flame, took another man's touch and paid for it in shame. He didn't raise his voice, he didn't raise a fight, just raised his pistol slow in the dying light. Now he rides from town to town, a ghost that casts a shadow, carrying the weight of a grave he couldn't follow. There rides a stranger with blood on his hands, a riderless horse follows the same. A woman tried to touch that horse in a border town. He shot before he thought. I watched her fall down. Some say it was justice, some say it was sin. Either way, the stranger rode on again. Now he rides from town to town, a ghost that casts a shadow, carrying the weight of a grave he couldn't follow. There rides a stranger with blood on his hands, a riderless horse following close as he can. Don't ask his story, don't ask his name. The red-headed stranger ain't never the same. Some men carry their sins in a bag. He carries his on an empty saddle, walking beside him like a debt that never comes due and never goes away. So if you see a stranger with a horse that walks alone, don't reach for the bridle, don't call him home. He's riding for a woman that the desert wind still hums, the red-headed stranger, till the reckoning comes. Red-headed stranger, still riding, still alone. They told me she was gone, but the rain don't lie. I buried her under a cottonwood tree, told the preacher there ain't no God for me. 11 years I've walked this canyon floor, still hear a knocking at a door that ain't a door. Every time the storm rolls over the ridge, I see her standing at the edge of that bridge. Her hair still wet, her dress is still white. She's crying blue eyes into the fading light. The thunder speaks her name every time it cracks. I keep coming back, I keep coming back. Blue eyes crying in the thunder, blue eyes lost in the rain. I hear her calling from the canyon, calling out my name. She's been dead 11 summers, but she ain't gone from me. Blue eyes crying in the thunder, out where dead men see. The old folks say a soul don't rest till its work is through. Mine ain't rested either, still holding on to you. So we wander the same canyon sides of the veil. Two ghosts in the moonlight telling the same old tale. The thunder speaks her name every time it cracks. I keep coming back, I keep coming back. Blue eyes crying in the thunder, blue eyes lost in the rain. I hear her calling from the canyon, calling out my name. She's been dead 11 summers, but she ain't gone from me. Blue eyes crying in the thunder. Our dead men see. They say the dead don't cry. They're wrong. They cry in the rain, in the thunder, in the space between one heartbeat and the next. And if you listen close enough, you'll cry right along with them.
Blue eyes crying in the thunder,
Echoing through the storm,
two lost souls in a canyon.
never quite alone.
When my own eyes close forever,
When I finally cross that line, I'll find her in the thunder. Blue eyes, one more time.
blue eyes,
Blue eyes, crying,
blue eyes,
come find me in the rain. Woke up in a motel with the curtains pulled tight, bags already packed from the fight the night before. Ordered up a Bloody Mary just to steady my hand. Bought a one-way ticket out of this godforsaken land. The cab driver asked me if I'm doing alright. I just stared out the window at the fading light, told him airport. And don't spare the gas, 'cause every mile behind me is a mile of the past. The sun's coming up on a town I'm leaving cold. Another chapter closing before it's even told. It's a Bloody Mary morning and I'm leaving town at dawn. Got a head full of whiskey and a heart that's come undone. Watching her house get smaller through the window of the plane. Feels like freedom, feels like losing, feels the same. The stewardess brings another drink. I don't say no. Below me is a life I used to know. Somewhere down there, she's waking up alone, same as me, in a house that don't feel like home. The sun's coming up on a town I'm leaving cold. Another chapter eyes are closing before it's even told. It's a bloody merry morning, and I'm leaving town at dawn. Got a head full of whiskey and a heart that's come undone. Watching a house get smaller through the window of the plane. Feels like freedom, feels like losing, feels the same. Funny thing about leaving, you think it's gonna feel like winning. Mostly it just feels like falling, real slow, from a real high place. So here's to the Bloody Mary, here's to the empty seat, here's to every town that ends in defeat. I land somewhere new and start it all again. Just another outlaw running from where he's been. Bloody Mary morning, flying away, flying away. Brother went to preaching, I went to the gun. One was seeking mercy, one was on the run. Grew up on the county line where the river flows, where the pine trees whisper secrets that nobody knows. Raised up by a stern man on a rocky plot of land, with a Bible in his left and a strap inside his hand. One turned to the altar, one turned to the night. One lived in the shadow, one lived in the light. Two sons of the valley, walking different tracks, both carrying the heavy load of iron on our backs. We were born and raised in black and white, divided by the darkness and the blinding light. I try to hold the line, I try to keep the spark, but step by step, and brother, I am swallowed by the dark. He reads from the book of life in the chapel hall. I count up the bullets lined against the wall. He prays for my soul when the midnight hour falls. I listen for the sirens and the dark road calls. Same blood in our veins, same dirt on our shoes, just two different ways for a soul to lose. We were born and raised in black and white, divided by the darkness and the blinding light. I try to hold the line, I try to keep the spark, but step by step, and brother, I am swallowed by the dark. judge is calling out my final sentence date. My brother's at the doorway, standing at the gate. He holds out his hands to give a final grace. I just smile and look into the shadow of his face. We were born and raised in black and white, divided by the darkness and the blinding light. I try to hold the line, I try to keep the spark, but step by step, and brother, I am swallowed by the dark. Black and white, brother, I'm swallowed. Upon the mountain when the night falls down, I'm gonna leave my footprints in this dusty town. Gonna break through the iron and the rusted chain, gonna wash my spirit in the heavy black rain. You can bury my bones in the cold dark ground, but my voice will echo with a thunder sound. Keeps turning and the years roll by, watching all the stars fall out of the sky. They can try to kill the body, try to take my name, but the fire in the valley gonna stay the same. I'm gonna live forever, I am gonna survive long after the darkness takes the world alive. I'm fighting off the night, protecting the spark, even when my spirit is swallowed by the dark. I'll be the wind that whispers through the canyon of stone. I'll be the song that lingers when you're all alone. You'll hear my ghost riding on the midnight train, carrying the memory of the joy and pain. No grave can hold me, no coffin can bind the wild open road that I leave behind. I'm gonna live forever, I am gonna survive long after the darkness takes the world alive. I'm fighting off the night, I'm protecting the spark, even when my spirit is swallowed by the dark. haunted by the dark, forever and ever, living in the dark.